you have what it takes to be a Quizamp quiz champ? I'm Ben, your host, and today we'll find out. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you'll be pleased to know I've added chapters to this video so you can skip straight to the first round of questions. If you're new here, let me explain how it works. Your challenge is to score 30 points or more from a possible 60 points and take on the star question. And if you'd like to keep a record of your score, you'll probably find it easier if you use a pen and paper as you go. So first up, we have 5 mixed rounds of 5 questions each. There's a maximum possible score of 50 points there. Then we'll have a rapid fire bonus round. That's another possible 10 points. And finally, if you have enough points by then, you can play for the star question. So let's take a look at today's subjects for those first 5 rounds. So we have Flight Through Time, Bookworms Challenge, Guess the Artists, Game Changers, and Iconic Movie Lines. So the scoring for these 5 rounds works like this. You'll be shown a question. If you know the correct answer before the choices are shown, give yourself 2 points. If you know the correct answer from one of the choices, give yourself 1 point, or no points if you got it completely wrong. So if you're ready, let's begin. The Montgolfier brothers were pioneers in which early form of aviation? Here are your choices: gliders, hot air balloons, or kites. And the answer is hot air balloons. What were the first names of the aviation pioneers, the Wright brothers? For 1 point with the choices: Wilbur and Orville, Oliver and William, or John and Henry. And they were Wilbur and Orville. Who flew the Spirit of St. Louis on the first solo non-stop flight across the Atlantic? Was that Orville Wright, Amelia Earhart, or Charles Lindbergh? And it was Charles Lindbergh. What was the first scheduled supersonic passenger aircraft? Your options are Boeing 747, Concorde, or Airbus A380. The answer is Concorde. Name the largest rigid airship ever, which was infamously destroyed by fire in 1937. Was that the Hindenburg, Kaiser, or Ferdinand? And that was the Hindenburg. I hope you got off to a flying start. And how's your literature? Because up next we have Bookworms Challenge. What book is the term Big Brother from? Your options are 1984, War and Peace, or Catch-22. And it's from George Orwell's 1984. Who wrote the novel Moby Dick? Mark Twain, F. Scott Fitzgerald, or Herman Melville? And it was Herman Melville. Which novelist created the character Captain Nemo? J.M. Barrie, Jules Verne, or Lewis Carroll? And it was Jules Verne. Which country is the setting for Don Quixote? Spain, Mexico, or Argentina? And the answer is Spain. Long John Silver is the main antagonist in which novel by Robert Louis Stevenson? Your options are Treasure Island, The Body Snatcher, or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And that was Treasure Island. And if you're enjoying the quiz so far, please give it a thumbs up. Up next, you're going to see some famous paintings. Your job, guess the artist. Okay, who's this painting by? And don't forget to subscribe for more great quizzes. Your options are Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, or Michelangelo. And that one, Vincent van Gogh. And who is this by? Is that a Monet, Renoir, or Rembrandt? And it is a Monet. And this one, it's called The Kiss. Your choices are Pablo Picasso, Gustav Klimt, or Edvard Munch. And that's by Gustav Klimt. And do you know who painted the girl with the pearl earring? Your options: Cézanne, Degas or Vermeer. And that's by Johannes Vermeer. And your last painting question: who's this by? Is that Hokusai, Botticelli or Goya? And that's by Hokusai. So how were those? What's your strongest subject? Let me know in the comments down below. Up next, we're looking at some of sport's greatest heroes with game changers. Who was the first person to run a mile in under 4 minutes? Jesse Owens, Roger Bannister or Emil Zatopek? The answer: Roger Bannister. What Olympic event is Nadia Comaneci famous for? Your choices: gymnastics, swimming or cycling. And she was the first to score a perfect 10 in gymnastics. Who is the youngest boxer ever to win a heavyweight title? The options are George Foreman, Mike Tyson or Larry Holmes. And it was Mike Tyson. Who has won the most Olympic gold medals? Is that Michael Phelps, Carl Lewis or Usain Bolt? And the answer: Michael Phelps. Since 1988, whose world record in the women's 100 metre race remains unbroken? Marion Jones, Evelyn Ashford or Florence Griffith Joyner? And the answer is Flojo. And now for the last of the first 5 rounds, we have iconic movie lines. I think you're going to do well on these because they're quite easy. Let's see. Which movie is this? Toto? I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Casablanca, E.T. or The Wizard of Oz? And that is from The Wizard of Oz. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Do you know this one? The options are Gone with the Wind, Breakfast at Tiffany's or Dr. Zhivago. And that is Gone with the Wind. You're gonna need a bigger boat. What movie is that from? Titanic, Jaws or The Perfect Storm? And that is Jaws. I'll be back. And I'm sure everybody in the world knows this one, but if you don't, here are your options: Planet of the Apes, The Terminator or The Matrix? And that is, of course, Arnie in The Terminator. And the last movie quote: you can't handle the truth. Do you remember it? Is it from A Few Good Men, Top Gun or Rain Man? And it's from A Few Good Men. And that is the end of the first 5 rounds. And up next, we have the bonus round. This is your chance to make up some much needed points, should you need them. The bonus round is 10 rapid fire questions. They're 1 point each. They're quite easy, but there's no options. So you either know the answer or you don't. We'll review the answers at the end of the questions. So if you're ready for the bonus round, here we go. Which continent has the most countries? What's a baby goat called? True or false, a human brain is roughly 60% fat. What is this the universal symbol for? Which was created first, Pepsi or Coca-Cola? What's the world's most expensive spice? Who has more bones, a human baby or adult? Who is the eldest son of King Charles III and Princess Diana? Which is the symbol for infinity, A, B or C? True or false? The black box in a plane is black. So let's check your answers and see how many points you managed to pick up. Remember, they're 1 point each. Which continent has the most countries? That is Africa. What is a baby goat called? A kid. True or false? The brain is roughly 60% fat? That is true. What is this the universal symbol for? That's for recycling. Which was created first? Coca-Cola. What's the world's most expensive spice? Saffron. Who has more bones, a human baby or adult? A baby. Who is the eldest son of King Charles III and Princess Diana? That is William. Which is the symbol for infinity? The answer is A. And true or false, the black box in a plane is black? That is false, it is a kind of orangey red. And now it's time to add up your score and see if you managed to score 30 points or more. If you need a bit of time to do that, just pause the video now. Okay, so did you manage to score 30 points or more? If you did, it's now time to play the star question. And if you can get this correct, then you are a Quizamp quiz champ. And you can win absolutely nothing, I'm afraid. There's no prizes, but if you do manage to answer this question, put it in the comments down below that you did, and I'll give you a thumbs up. And that, my friends, is priceless. So if you're ready, let's play the star question. Blood pressure is measured as two numbers, systolic and what? And the answer is diastolic. And if you manage to get that correct, you are a Quizamp quiz champ. And let me know in the comments down below if you managed to beat the Quizamp and become a quiz champ. And I'll give you the thumbs up that I promised. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.